Mikey, and Brilliant Waffles.
I don't drink soda. I remember last week we were having trouble figuring out if I was 1 or 2.
Screen record. Engage. There it is. You're 1, Ty. You're always number 1 in my book.
Numero uno.
Have I ever told you that?
No, I don't think specifically I've heard you say that.
Well, it's true.
Thanks.
You're number 1 in my book. You're one of my funniest friends and one of my farmiest friends.
Keep it coming.
If you were a farmer, I feel like you'd be a great farmer. You have the height, you have the reach.
Yeah,
you have the knowledge of farm stuff.
Farming and tools and
you know what a plow is?
Animals. Yeah, sure.
How about
I could figure it out. I could figure it out.
And a mule, yeah?
Yeah, I drink Moscow mules, so like naturally I'm
farmer.
Boom. Born to be a farmer. It's just like just because you're born to be a farmer or a baseball player or like the president doesn't mean you're gonna.
Or what have you.
You would rather just leave like a life of mediocrity and not take advantage of your full potential.
So, those are things about you. And, if I don't tell you that enough, there it is.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name is Mikey Booyah.
And I'm Awesome Ty, a skilled farmer.
And we are here on a special day. And is today special?
No, not particularly.
Not really, right?
No.
I mean, I kind of hyped it up like it was going to be like we had like a special occasion or a special day or like a holiday. But I don't think that any of those things are really...
No, I mean, it's kind of a bad day, really. Just muggy and overcast out. It's still humid and just a real depressing day, honestly.
They had
maybe we should be mourning. Maybe we should like change our tone, like to be like more somber.
Well, I mean, one good thing that did happen today that people really can't take advantage of because it has already passed. They did a BOGO at some head shop, some local head shop that I went to. They had buy one get one free on all glass in the store. And I was there for cigarettes, and I was in this whole slew of people that were trying to get deals on glass, and I hope that some of those people got some good deals.
Was it like Black Friday?
Yeah.
Just mayhem in the smoke shop?
It was. People were sampling. DJs were sampling. People were stamp collecting. And it was just a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's a lot to be going on in like a smoke shop generally. They're pretty narrow and small.
Yeah, not really a lot happening in there. And there's a lot of glass displays. There's a lot of glass pieces. Yeah. It was a mess. The guy was yeeting pipes or yurting pipes, as people say in Iceland.
Like eating glass?
Yeah, to see how strong it was, to prove how strong it was. He'd take a bite out of it.
Just like some sort of Australian guy I picture doing that. Just be like, yeah, right. I couldn't get the accent.
It seems kind of counterproductive to bite the glass.
Hey, mate, I'm going to eat this glass, I will.
That's kind of like...
that's more of like a Cockney English accent, I think.
Yeah. It started,
mate.
right?
Hey, mate.
All right. No, that's all right. I'm doing English.
All right, mate.
Another shrimp on the barbie. There it is. But no, that was wrong, too. That was like an English guy doing an Australian accent.
You know what? I could get Siri. I could switch Siri to Australian, and we could have Australian Siri say something.
What were we trying to say in Australian?
Hey, mate, I'm gonna eat this glass.
I don't know eat this glass. I am. You're saying the words like the Cockney British, like as if the script was written for a British guy. We need to add in. I'm gonna put another piece of glass on the Barbie or something like that, like something that What do Australian people say? I want to say we have listeners in Australia. Hopefully you guys could write in, leave a comment, and give us slang from Australia. Or, I mean, we could Google it, but that seems like a lot of work. Are you changing Siri?
No, I don't think I could just do like text to voice with Siri, but I found a website.
Okay. I found some Australian slang words and common sayings. Holy shit, I think I fucking clicked the ad on accident. What do you got?
I'm going to eat this glass, I am.
You're still doing the British script. I am, I do. That's like what British people say. You want to hear some Australian slang?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Akadaka. What do you think that means?
Akadaka, like a boomerang. Another word for your boomerang.
Close. That is.
I'm going to eat this glass.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, I'm going to eat this glass. Akadaka.
Hey, mate, I'm going to eat this glass.
Hey, mate, I'm going to eat this glass. I am.
I am. I do. Akadaka means AC/DC, the rock band.
All right.
How about Barbie?
A barbecue, sure. Right?
Yeah, barbecue. Yeah, you got it. How about Bicky?
A bicky.
A Bicky. Hey, let me get a Bicky.
I think isn't that like a slang for gun here, or is that blicky?
That's blicky. You're thinking of blicky.
The blicky. I'm gonna get the bicky.
The blicky for the sticky. I got the blicky.
Like some sort of beef.
It's a biscuit. That's close.
Biscuit.
Edible.
Okay, yeah.
Edible.
Yeah.
How about bogan?
A bogan. A burger. That's what you call your a kangaroo burger.
No, a bogan is an unsophisticated person or unrefined burger.
Hey, you bogan.
Ah, you bogan. All right, one more. How about Trekkies? Oi, Trekkies.
Yeah, I'm like a Star Trek fan. Like Trekkies.
Trekkies, but Trekkies,
yeah.
Star Trek, because
Yeah.
it's called Star Trek in Australia. Yeah, you got that one right.
Sick.
Good job. So we have today, Halloween is right around the corner. And one of the big worries every year that I see amongst the old folk on my Facebook feed is dosed candy. People are afraid that stoners are gonna slip in some dosed weed candies.
Sure, who doesn't worry about that?
And I guess it's been a thing ever since weed got legalized.
Yeah, you give the kids an extra treat.
Yeah,
and you drug these children with high doses of edibles for a child, no doubt.
Yeah, and the big argument is that no stoner is going to give away their edibles to kids. I mean, those things are expensive.
But I feel like now more than ever with their availability,
True.
You might
and the potency, it's easy to get things mixed up.
Yeah, and like before, in like our day, you would have had to like really go out of your way to like make some sort of like homemade edible, or like taken like a regular candy and like added some sort of drug to it. Whereas now you just go to the dispensary and you can buy any sort of edible pot candy you want.
And it'll say on it, THC.
No,
not
but you just
for
take them and you
consumption.
repackage them or however you do it,
Or you just give it to a kid and the parents don't check the candy and the kid just eats it. The kid's not going to read it.
Yeah, sure.
He's going to be like, because.
Especially like a child that can't read yet.
Yeah.
Or like a child suffering some sort of reading setback, like that. Them especially, they're the most vulnerable ones of all.
Or these edibles, sometimes they don't even care about copyright law because they're existing on the black market. So, I've had Chips Ahoy edibles. I've had Nutter Butter edibles that aren't called like Chips Ahoy or something. They're called Chips Ahoys.
Yeah, they're just flat out.
And it's blue with a chocolate chip cookie on it. So it's like, for a kid that's not reading everything, it looks like a Chips Ahoy. So I think that the best way to handle this is to inform people on what happens when you accidentally get dosed with this devil's lettuce. Yeah. So I have a bunch of instances of people, dads, moms, kids, dogs, all getting dosed. And I want to go through those today.
Okay, let's have a look at them. Before
Before we do that, I have a story about a guy, an anecdote about a guy I met. I was at the local grocery store and I ran into this guy. Well, here, let me restart the story, okay? Can we restart?
That was my rewind sound. That was pretty bad.
So I was leaving the grocery store, and I saw this car that had this sticker on the side of it that said, no mercy, Cobra Kai. Strike first, no mercy, Cobra Kai. Had a big cobra on it. It was like this whole Cobra Kai logo on the side of this guy's car, right? And I was like, why are you going to ruin a perfectly good car with someone else? This isn't even a real
this is
dojo. This is a fake dojo.
This is a Karate Kid.
So I took a video of it, and I, zoomed in on it. I said, this guy has a Cobra Kai sticker on his car. What a fucking idiot this guy is.
This fucking guy here, remember?
Right? So I posted it on my stories and everything. I immediately had people hitting me up. Hey, that's my ex-boyfriend. Hey, that's my friend. Hey, I know who that is. And all this stuff. And people are telling me his name.
And he's not to be messed with. He turns out he's a real martial arts expert.
He's a real man.
Is that what you're going to say?
Well, he sent me a friend request on Snapchat. I get a friend request from this guy, the name that everyone's telling me, right? Yeah. So I accept it. And I look at his pictures, and I notice that he is a guy who probably 15 minutes before I took this video of this car, I had an interaction with this guy in the store. Okay, so he was grabbing a cart. He thought he was stealing my cart. We had this little, friendly in-store back and forth. No, that's good. Ha, ha, ha. You're going to pay for my groceries.
Yeah,
like that
you got
kind
a
of thing. Positive interaction with this guy. Nice guy. And then I went outside, unbeknownst to me, made fun of his car. He found out about it. People were sending it to him. Hey, everyone, you're the laughing stock of this town.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Then he hits me up, sends me a friend request. So I accept it. And I'm like, hey, are you the guy that I saw in the store in the frozen section? I wanted to make sure because, I'm bad with faces. And I was like, sorry I made fun of your car, dude. I know it goes against your whole rule, but show mercy for me. And he started laughing. He was cool. He thought it was funny. He was like, I was into Cobra Kai, and now I'm not so much anymore. I'm thinking about doing something else.
Thinking about taking that off of my car.
But long story short, he made the decal himself because he owns a local company called Rebel Vinyl that does T-shirts and banners and car decals and all that shit.
Is this like an ad for Rebel Decal?
It may be. Now, what I want people to do out there, listeners, go to Rebel Vinyl, to the website, fill up your cart, okay? But do not check out yet, because I don't know. This guy might still be mad at me. I haven't seen him in person since this all went down. But allegedly, we're going to link up. We're going to talk. He's going to design us some new shirts. He's going to design us a new banner. And we're going to get some stuff made through him, and made this connection with this guy who apparently could take a joke, has a good sense of humor because I made fun of his car, and he still wants to work with us or meet up with us and kill us. So, don't check out yet, but add all the products.
Yeah, because I think they can see that too. So they'll see the increase in site traffic we've brought to them, all the potential business that they've got on the table, and then they'll know what to do. They know that they have to, in order to collect on that, they have to break bread with us and get that hammered out.
So one thing that I thought of after having this, weird serendipitous interaction with this guy, and then I made fun of him, and then now he's going to design some stuff for us. I thought that it was kind of weird that this all went down in the time when we're doing this investigation. You know what I mean? So I think that we should add Cody to the board. Now, I don't have a printer or anything, but I did draw a picture of him.
Oh, that's
here.
Fantastic. Oh, that's...
So he had gauges in his ears. All right.
Okay.
And I remember he had
just big alien eyes.
No. Well, he had eyes. See, I know he had eyes, because I would have known if he had like missing eyes.
See, no, I can't tell whether he has little eyes, and that's like...
No, those are eyes. These are pupils.
Okay.
And those are eyes. But that's just to emphasize the fact that I know he has eyes and a smile because he's nice.
Okay.
So that's like all the descriptive factors that you need, I think.
I think you could probably put him down there, maybe near Saatchi, like off link of Saatchi.
And I don't know where he's connected yet, so the string won't lead to him yet, but he is on the board.
He's a wild card.
He really is. So Rebel Vinyl, go there, check out his stuff, add a bunch of things to the cart, but do not check out. Do not purchase anything yet.
And there's no refunds.
The go ahead. And then purchase it
maybe.
Maybe, you never know. But let's get into some of these videos that we have. I have first a classic dad dose, and that is, we've all seen a dad, right? You've seen dads.
Yeah, I'm actually a dad.
You're a dad.
Yeah, I've got 2 children.
Dad right here. We got a dad. And sometimes a dad, he wears New Balance shoes. He cuts the lawn. Yeah. He gets the first piece of chicken. And also, sometimes he accidentally does drugs.
Yeah,
sometimes not so accidental.
Those are like the pillars of fatherhood.
Yeah. Accidental drug use.
Last piece of chicken.
New Balance shoes, mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have here a dad that accidentally got dosed by his adult children's brownies. They stress that in the news.
Now, does he take them without consent, or
I believe so.
Oh, well, I mean, you go around eating someone else's brownies.
That's what you get, right?
If it's not your child that's like a minor, it's your own fault. Deal with it, bud.
It's a dice roll.
Dad coming home after work, eating dinner, and then enjoying some brownies for dessert.
The brownies were actually pot brownies left by his adult children. Our Aaron Murray spoke to the man about the baked experience.
After sharing his car with his adult children, this dad says he thought he scored when he found some brownies while bringing in groceries Tuesday.
I heated some leftover pizza, and I thought, oh, cool, I got brownies to go for dessert with my pizza.
But about a half hour after eating the brownies, this dad started to feel different. A little dizzy.
Oh, you like how they did the effects?
Yeah, see, like that's poor choice for a news broadcast.
To get goofy?
Yeah, to do like funny effects.
A bit off.
Yeah.
Then it hit
that's
like
supposedly like an NBC affiliate, is that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a professional, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I am really high.
So we confided in his wife, saying,
I've got some really bad anxiety. I said, I really think I'm wasted. I don't know how I got wasted. And we put 2 and 2 together, and
that's the 5th pillar of fatherhood, saying wasted.
Thought, oh, great, magical brownies.
They called
magical brownies.
That's another one.
Their adult children, but no answer.
Delicious.
Unsure what he really had consumed, they decided to call paramedics for help. And when they came, his high only got worse.
By the time I made it to the stairs, I was on my hands and knees.
Small town news
were trying to get me up the stairs to the bed.
The shit that they have to broadcast.
And the cat was just on top.
Just the
small town dad is wild. That's like, why did he call the police? Why did he call the paramedics? He's high.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate when people
bother emergency services for that.
Yeah. If you unknowingly get high, just write it out. That's your life for the next 6 hours. And you just have to write it out, because it's pretty selfish to think that you're going to be the first person to overdose on weed. Like, everybody else is fine, but you're going to die. Idiot.
Stairs where she always is. And I said, watch out, she can be a
It would be 4 hours before coming down from the high.
He called his cat a bitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, did he use a slur?
What?
Use a slur?
Bitch? Is that a slur?
Sure.
I guess it is a slur for a female dog.
I mean, it's a slur for anyone.
But then a different feeling sunk in.
Losing my sobriety. I mean, that's a really big deal for me.
It doesn't
He's been sober
count.
for the last 29 years.
I am very proud of that, yeah. Too proud of that. I should be more humble about that.
But this experience, he said...
What a fucking idiot. Don't be like this, Dad.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He probably doesn't even wear New Balances.
Yeah, they didn't even have any video of it. They're just like, let's put this guy on the news and he's going to talk about how he ate a fucking weed.
Tell us a story.
Had a bad time.
No, I want proof of this shit happening. And I have this. I have a mom accidentally ate marijuana bread. There's no news crew here. Okay, this is just a mom and her phone too close to her face.
She probably handles it better than the last dick.
Probably. Let's see.
Hi, family. This is the worst thing ever that I've ever...
Okay, already off to a bad start.
Yeah, she doesn't enjoy herself.
This is the worst thing that I've ever done.
And then I sliced a whole fucking slice of it. It said edible banana nut bread. I thought edible meant for a story that it's gluten-free, and I was trying to figure out, is this gluten-free or not? Anyway, it wasn't very good, but I still ate a whole slice. And it sinks in. Edible meant pot.
Oh, this seems fake.
I ate pot banana nut bread so strong.
Seems like some TikTok bullshit.
Also, one of the bad effects that pot has on me is paranoia. So it's scary. It hit me like...
Yeah, there was a cut right there.
There was.
Why is there a cut right there? If she's just filming
that
this
just was like the first thing that strikes me is like...
Paranoia. So it's scary. It hit me like a fucking sledgehammer. I don't know if I should stand up. How embarrassing am I to eat banana pot?
And where'd she even...
bread pot.
Like, where did she get this, supposedly?
I think that it was like her daughter left it at her house.
Let me show you the bag. And I was stupid enough to think it was gluten-free. Edible banana nut spice. Maybe I only ate a half. Look there's the slice. Oh, I ate a half of a slice, thank God. Maybe. I hope I didn't eat a slice and a half.
Yeah, I don't know. I call bullshit on this one.
Yeah? All right. That one might be fake.
Fucking boomers, though.
Yeah, I have another one of this this old lady in a K-hole.
See, that one's real. You can tell that one's real. The lady's fucking whacked out of her gourd. Is that like another dad term? You're whacked out of your gourd.
Whacked out of your gourd. I think so, yeah.
I was so scared.
These are all just...
Okay, yeah, that's pretty lit. This one was a favorite of mine. This kid apparently ate his cousin's weed brownie.
You don't believe me?
No. You look like you lying. You look like you lying.
I'm not.
I opened the pack this morning. It was 6 of them. I ate 2 of them. If you ate one, that's only 3. How is there only 1 left?
I just found 2 in there when I just got 1. I see no more but 2.
How many did you eat, bro?
So this kid.
So is he like bad at like that? He ate more than he was supposed to. He's like, you can only have 1 weed brownie today.
Oh, here we go.
6 of them. If you look like you lying.
I'm not.
You gotta see his eyes start like twitching out and shit.
I ate 2 of them. If you ate one, that's only 3. How is there only 1 left?
I just found 2 in there when I just got 1. I see no more
This is
but
depressing,
2.
really.
How many did you eat,
I have a
bro?
child not much
no more.
younger than that. I'm gonna have to make sure he doesn't find anything I don't want him to soon.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. You don't believe me?
I'm not smiling though. Like you playing me for a joke right now.
That's not a joke. I didn't eat 2 of them. Only ate 1.
You ate like 3 of them.
He ate fucking.
See, yeah, he is. He's like, you ate more than you were supposed to eat 1 brownie.
Well, I think the thing is that he got into his weed brownies and then he was like, you ate fucking 3 of these things, and he's like, I only ate 1. And now they're arguing over how many he ate instead of the fact that a fucking 7-year-old kid ate a fucking
exactly. That's kind of beside the point at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, and I assume that they're in the bathroom because he's trying to get him to throw up, I would hope.
So yeah, you're gonna want to avoid marijuana and edibles altogether. I'm thinking is kind of what I'm coming away with.
Yeah, especially if you have kids around the house, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, nobody ever seems to have a good time. I've had bad experiences from edibles.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just
so
awful.
have I. I got those Chips Ahoy and Nutter Butters, which I still have. They give me like weird paranoia, like they're synthetic cannabinoids in there.
Something.
I don't trust them. Let's see. Here we have another accidental high in a whole different genre, and that is reporters accidentally getting high.
And so, after weeks
while they're
of
reporting
painstakingly
on
searching this rugged...
Shut the fuck up, reporter guy. Reporting on drug busts. So apparently they're doing this this bust of marijuana and coke.
area the size of Wales, finally some kind of reward. As behind
in Australia
me,
or something.
Gather and burn
I mean, what did they think was going to happen?
of coca leaves and marijuana. The drug
Why is there a laugh track?
Okay, now this was aired. This video, this was aired on like some show, some comedy show. But the footage, allegedly, according to whoever uploaded this clip, is real from an actual thing.
Oh, no, I think you better cut that. Behind me, smoke. Soldiers burning drugs. There. Soldiers. Behind me. Behind me, soldiers. Rugged soldiers. The size of Wales. Burning.
Do you think this is just like a weird Monty Python sketch?
It kind of seems like that, but it's also weird how I'm assuming that's a laugh track. Otherwise, like they're having like a live studio audience that they're instructing to laugh.
Yeah,
and you gotta worry for the guy's well-being. He's out in the field trying to report on this. He's obviously, in like a dangerous place, and he's clearly, it wasn't just weed. He's being,
it's heroin and or coke or whatever.
Narcotics. Now watch
this
the
is
video
the guy
and see what happens.
Burning behind me is 8.5 tons of heroin, opium, hashish, and other narcotics.
So he says heroin, opium, hash, and something else.
Come on then, let's go. Okay,
what a
burning behind me.
Again, I feel like he had it coming. He knew what he was getting into. No remorse for these people.
Quick. Well, we just need one more.
Do you think she's high too?
She looks like she could be.
Yeah, that's like a whole imagine the rest of this guy's day, like after doing that news report and being, if you don't do drugs at all.
I feel like that's like an occupational hazard. You should get some sort of extra compensation, you would think.
Some sort of hazard pay. Now, this is the worst of all. And this is the signs of when your dogs get into your weed.
Uh-oh.
Or animals. I don't know if it's just dogs or if it's animals.
This guy is high as a kite after getting his paws on some marijuana. Same with this fella.
Angel, come here. Come here.
He has difficulty walking straight after wolfing down a marijuana chocolate bar.
Okay, that's pretty cute.
Videos like these.
That's pretty funny too.
What happens when dogs accidentally eat food?
It's sad though, because it's like
Was it a?
Because it's like that's got to be scary.
I mean, anytime somebody gets,
now that medical
like I have,
is
holy
legal in
fuck, look at that
23
joint.
States,
Sympathy for.
Edibles are more common than ever, and scenarios like these are.
Yeah, I feel worse for these dogs than I did for that kid.
Yeah.
Nobody
Or the
knows
dad.
that better than Sam Smeltzer.
Oh, the dad was the worst. The first dad.
Yeah.
Who ate some of Sam's medical marijuana-infused coconut oil that had dripped on the floor.
Suddenly I hear
They just feed him some more for the show. They're all, can you tell some more on the
Yeah,
ground?
can we get
that
some B-roll?
We need to get a shot of that.
No, Rasco, no.
After about an hour, Rasco was stoned and stumbling around.
He's, wibbling back and forth and looking at us, and his eyes are all glazed.
Unfortunately, sometimes it's not an accident. This knucklehead blows pot smoke directly into a
This
peach's
fucking
face.
knucklehead.
Not nice. Veterinarian Dr. Jeff Werber.
Why did they just show that if it's so not nice? I mean, they kind of framed it like that was animal abuse.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe the dog's on like a medical, like marijuana, you know?
Maybe.
Dr. Jeff Wormer, the weed doctor for dogs.
If your dog ingests pot, call your vet because there's a good chance they ate way too much.
They're not going to look at the plate of brownies and say, oh, let me see, I think I should only have just one. They're all gone. And that's the problem.
They're all gone. You don't know that. You don't know what
you don't know.
dog's gonna
Yeah,
do.
exactly. Like maybe my dog doesn't. It's not that hungry. Maybe he just had like a big meal.
Yeah, my dog. She's like 4 inches tall. She's a little tiny white dog.
Yeah,
and she got into some brownies recently.
And one and she's done, right?
Yeah, she took a little nibble off of one, not even one.
Yeah. So this
she
guy,
barely ate.
I mean, look at his. He's got wild eyes.
Yeah, he does. This is like
he's like a crackpot.
This is like the Kevorkian for dogs.
It's an inside edition doctor.
This is like Dr. Kevorkian. This is like Dr. Kevorkian.
Dog. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Enough.
All right, hi dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst of all, for sure. It's scary. Cause, we don't know what dogs are. That one dog, the little black dog that was all seasoned out, that dog looked like he was in horrible pain. So it's like, when it's that, it's like, oh fuck, that's crazy. But then when a dog's just kind of walking goofy, I could laugh at that. I could laugh at that all day.
Yeah, just a little stumbling around all.
And people give their dogs CBD.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
I found out that they made this smart pipe from Puffco. They made the first ever smart rig, which is like a dab rig that heats your dabs up to a certain temperature to where it burns the THC, but it doesn't ignite the CBNs.
Yeah, you fuck the CBNs. You don't want those.
Because CBNs, that's for nighttime, and that's what makes you sleepy and groggy when you get too high and you're like all couch lock and shit. So they made it to where you could smoke the weed, but not smoke the CBNs. It just kind of leaves it behind. And then you don't get lerped out.
It's the CBN of them.
You get high as the CBN of CBNs.
Yeah. No more.
And now today, in our generation, gets to see the end of CBNs.
Yep.
There it is. We'll cut out the rest and we'll save that one. That'll be the one.
And what about CBS? They haven't had a good show since the 90s. Don't even get me
started on CBS. CBS, PBS, CMT.
Any broadcasting station.
Country music television. More like
TBS.
More like get out of here, you know? Nobody wants that. Who wants TBS? Turner Classic Movies? TNT? The CW?
It stands for the bullshit is what it stands for.
The
TBS,
bullshit?
The bullshit.
The bullshit.
And not like a good bull, like negative.
Like bad.
The bullshit.
Like that's bullshit.
The bullshit.
What does CW stand for?
CW stands for can't work.
Can't work. Don't work. Can't work.
This station can't work.
Mm-mm.
It's just got too much terrible programming.
It's I was gonna try to do some sort of like play on their theme song, like the WB, but like change the end of it to where it's like to where it's different,
boom, boom,
like in a
boom.
comical way. Wait, what is that?
Oh, that's NBC.
Yeah, that's NBC.
Yeah,
I'm talking the CW, which was formerly known as the WB. Which goes a WB.
And remember UPN?
Yeah.
UPN, long gone. You fucking lost. You lost and your staff lost their jobs.
That's a little harsh, dude.
United Paramount
Some people
Network.
probably aren't doing that great after losing their jobs at UPN.
I'm sure they bounced back.
You think so?
I think probably a good portion of. You think that there's anybody that lost their job at UPN that like still hasn't found another job just through no fault of their own?
And is listening to this podcast around a barrel fire somewhere?
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, "Fuck you guys." Well, if they are, we should probably take a moment to talk to them. and give them a special message.
Should we pop in with our listeners and see what their favorite UPN moment was?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Before we do that, while I get that set up, we should actually jump into a segment real quick. And that is the world's favorite brand new segment on the Natural Habitat Podcast, Remembering the 90s.
Oh, shit.
The game show? That's right. Remembering the 90s is now a game show, the #1 hit game show. And today's contestant is Awesome Ty. Does he remember the 90s? I don't know. Let's find out on today's episode of Remembering the 90s. Okay, we have to let this play out. We made a deal with the band. They really wanted the breakdown and then the
I'm
build
not so
up
sure
again.
about this. All right. I think the 90s.
We just have to play out the rest of the song and then everything's going to be top notch. The band said that it has to be like a minute and 20 seconds or something.
That's fine, I'm just going to tap my head here.
Yeah, so just remember the 90s. Maybe take some time to remember the 90s. Because today, we're remembering the 90s. And Awesome Ty, he's our first contestant. And let's see if he can take home the prize, take home all the points. The prize is points. You win points. A point is worth $1. 10 points for every question that you get. $10. Points are non-redeemable. They are worth $1 though, but you can't, there's nowhere to trade them. You can carry the points, you can hold them, they appreciate, they depreciate.
You can also trade them on Coinbase. So we'll get that going soon, and you'll be able to trade these points. They'll have some sort of value relative to your other crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. So on today's, what is it? Oh yeah, Remembering the 90s.
Remembering the 90s, yeah.
I have a quiz for you.
All right.
And let's see if you could answer these questions about the 90s, my friend.
No problemo.
Who won the U.S. presidential election in 1992?
I mean, I remember it was a 3-man race. There was Perot, there was George Bush, and then there was also Billy Clinton. Billy Clinton won. Billy Clinton, final answer.
Bill Clinton, final answer. Correct. Bill Clinton won the presidential race.
Okay.
Next up, in what year did the TV show Friends premiere? 1990, 1992, 1994?
That was 92.
Or 98?
92, lock it in.
94. That's okay.
My God, of course.
You got 1 point. You're still okay. You're still in the lead. Can you pick out Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Well, no, one of those is Will, obviously.
One of them's Will, yeah. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith.
I don't remember the couple names of the is it the bottom left? The man swinging his arms?
Now,
Carlton, that's
we
the
have
Carlton
two men
dance, yeah.
swinging their arms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the bottom left man in the sweater vest.
You're right.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Carlton.
Yeah.
Who released the album Jagged Little Pill?
Is this multi-choice?
This is, but I mean, you should know this. I don't have to scroll down.
Well, I'd like to see the options. Okay, so
Madonna, Avril Lavigne, Gwen Stefani, or Alanis Morissette?
I mean, I think Madonna is notorious for having a prescription pill addiction. So my natural, naturally want to lean that way, but no, I think I'm going to go with Alanis Morissette. Avril Lavigne was more of like a 2000s, yeah,
for sure.
And Gwen Stefani, yeah, okay,
Alanis Morissette.
all right.
Can you pick out Jonathan Taylor Thomas in this group of young men?
You kind of want to go top left, but no, I'm not going to lock that in yet.
It almost makes you do that.
He's got that the dewy eyes, like he's a dreamer.
You think it's Jared Leto?
Is that Jared Leto?
Yeah. Or I mean, it could be Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I'm going bottom left.
Bottom left, JTT,
yeah,
baby.
There he is, JTT. He's the
also the lead singer of Korn. Grew up to be the lead singer of Korn in the 2000s.
Yeah,
and great guy. In what year did the O.J. Simpson trial reach a verdict?
95, lock it in.
95, baby.
Yeah, I remember that. I was in like 5th grade.
I remember my grandma had this towering shelf, which probably wasn't that big because I was a kid. So maybe just a normal size shelf. And it was like a big like entertainment center that had a bunch of shelves, and there was VHS tapes on it. All the VHS tapes, all kinds of movies and seasons of things.
Loved that murder. And
you would just go in there and you would dig around and you would be like, the flannel, it was like something about a flannel by a river or something like that. Just like real old, like Casablanca type shit.
Yeah.
And none of them were, my grandma was like a pirater before the internet. Like none of them were actual.
Yeah. She just has the dubs.
Yeah, it was just dubs that she would record in her house and just stockpile this whole shelf, right? And one whole entire shelf was entitled to the OJ trial, it
was a fun murder. A fun murder.
And it was OJ trial part 1.
I feel like
OJ
between
trial part 2.
all the movies and all the stuff that's come out, like I feel like all the people that have like made careers off of that trial and covering that trial, all the people that have put their kids through college based on that. Like, I feel like at this point, it's a net win. You know, like, yeah, 2 people were murdered.
But we got the Kardashians. We got Kanye West.
We got a lot. I mean, you know, like that, did you watch that show on FX or whatever? It was like a whole season of like American Crime Story. And it was on the OJ, and that was good.
I think I started watching
I got probably like a good 8 hours of viewing out of that. And I mean, like, I mean, not to demean Nicole Brown Simpson or Ronald Goldman, but I feel like
it was almost worth
so much, you know, the
Possibly.
SNL.
Yeah. The whole Norm Macdonald leaving SNL and starting his own podcast network.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you know, things start to, the scale tips.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question. Who tragically passed away?
Nicole Brown Simpson, who just
Who tragically passed away in 1991? Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, John Lennon, or Kurt Cobain?
That was Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury?
The Queen guy, yeah.
Yep, you're right. Passed away in 1991.
But yeah, his legacy lives on, I guess. Sure.
Which of the following Disney movies came out first? Aladdin, Pocahontas, The Lion King, or Beauty and the Beast? This is a good question.
I think I got this.
Yeah?
Yes, because I watched some like YouTube video about Disney somehow, and I would know that the beginning of the second golden era of Disney began with Beauty and the Beast and the unique animation that they used. They were like the first. This was the first computer animated Disney feature.
Oh, okay.
And you could see like it was a big upgrade in their animation.
Yeah, it was like that new iconic Disney.
And from
style.
there, they just had a string of hits.
Beauty and the Beast.
Boom.
There it is.
Yep. Seen that's like a good shot of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the whole depth of it. Which of the following movies did not come out in 1993? Pretty Woman, The Sandlot, Jurassic Park, or Dazed and Confused?
Pretty Woman, maybe? Or maybe Dazed and Confused. I don't know. Say Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, 1990.
So how many points do I have now?
You got that one. You got 2. You got 3. You got
I'm just
4.
thinking about what I'm going to spend these.
You got 5.
These
6,
pod points on.
7.
My pod points. I'm going to redeem them.
8 pod points right now.
Or actually, I might just put them in the portfolio and watch them grow. It's like seeds. Just like you send us the seed money and that grows, you get these pod points and they grow into...
They can appreciate or depreciate, most likely. What was the name of the first successfully cloned sheep?
It was
Trudy?
Dolly.
Dolly?
Dolly.
Mary? Benny?
Dolly. Lock it in.
Final answer?
Lock it in.
Dolly. That was it.
Fucking man playing God. Just an abomination Dolly was.
So that is 9.
So yeah, only a true 90s kid can ace this quiz, and I did better than 96% of others. So
Wait, you scored better than 96% of all other quiz takers?
That's right. So, like, I mean, that's 9 pod points. Again, I'm going to put those in the portfolio for a year or two. That's going to be at least 18 pod points. And then by then, the value of said pod points compared to the US dollar there's just no telling.
Yeah. And according to these numbers that I have here from the judges, let me actually. All right, we've tallied up the points. And if I could get a drum roll. The winner is Awesome Ty. Congratulations. You got the highest score and you won this episode of Remembering the 90s. Where we come, we remember the 90s. We grew up in the 90s, so we remember it. Ty obviously remembers the 90s. He won the show. Top points. Way to go, Ty. Congratulations. Super proud of you, dude. You killed it. You did better than 96% of other people.
Yep, we actually had 96 other people in here, and I bested them through. We didn't have time to show you the physical challenges, but also a number of physical and mental challenges. I bested these 96 others in.
Yeah,
we sent them packing. We shot it, but it just didn't look right. So.
Yeah, we didn't really lose the footage. It just didn't look right. So we didn't want to do it.
The white balance was off.
But it was like a Billy Madison style.
Like it was like a actual battle royal.
Really?
Like we're just 96 people running wild, like Braveheart.
See, you and Jerry did that before I got here, so I didn't even see any of that. That's crazy. It's actually the first time hearing about it.
Yeah, and I came away unscathed somehow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, like, not only did I come out victorious, I also was not harmed physically at all through the sheer grace of God.
And once again, in the test version of it, the quiz version of this whole triathlon,
and also just
quadathlon,
9 out of 10.
Yep, top 9 out of 10, top 96 percentile, best in the world. What does Adam 22 say on No Jumper now? Greatest podcast in the world. We'll see you next week.